Hey, what's up, everyone? Just kind of want to make a story time today because I know I probably won't have time for the rest of the weekend. I'll be pretty busy. Probably won't have time till Monday. So, kind of want to just talk about this specific event. Honestly, it's kind of personal. Definitely very difficult to talk about. But nevertheless, we'll get into it. Depending on your religious beliefs, or depending on how you feel about certain things, you may not believe it, you may not really feel comfortable listening to it, and if so, you can choose to go back or go forward at this moment. Yeah, but let's get into it. Kind of just break it down briefly, and go from there. So this one actually happened back in 2013. So 12 years ago now. Shortly before I turned 18. So I was 17 at the time. Um, I went into this abandoned factory with a whole bunch of friends that I used to hang out with. Of course, many of them I've talked about them before in one of my video series, a 6-part series about how I had a lot of friends who were detrimental to my growth. So yeah, I'm not associated with them anymore. But of course, one by one, I kind of fell out with them, and or just kind of distanced myself. But yeah, so pretty much, we went to this abandoned factory, and we were planning on smoking that day. Some people were drinking. Really wasn't much of a drinker as a teenager. Never really was to begin with, but yeah. So we went there. The plan was on smoking. We had bought some weed off of these guys from a local housing project, Marina Village. It's located in Bridgeport. It no longer exists, but if you guys are from Bridgeport or from the area, you'll probably know what it is. But yeah, it doesn't exist anymore, and it's kind of being replaced by more modernized housing. But yeah, so essentially what we did is bought this weed. Actually, first of all, I mean, we're teenagers, and we're buying weed off of guys that are literally in their 20s. So um, the weed wasn't even that good. First of all, I believe it was probably reg, but what do we know at that age, right? So yeah, we bought this weed. Bought I believe about an eighth of it at the time, and so we given how we were, my friends and I at that time, we were pretty crazy. We would stretch blunts like so thin. We would smoke anything too. We would smoke, Dutch Masters, games, Trevos, whatever you could get your hands on. It was very difficult. Smoking age in Connecticut was 18 back then. Now it's 21, of course, but um, yeah. So we got a whole bunch of blunts. We just started. We went to, and it was pretty intense. Like we smoked, passed these things around. We were there for almost an hour. We smoked I think we rolled up 8 or 9 blunts, which is kind of crazy because they were kind of skimp. But being teenagers and wanting to what we call sife. I don't know if y'all even use that word anymore. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. We just passing them around, passing them around, passing them around, and we were high out of our effing minds. Pretty fucking crazy. Like, we were high as f. So it was probably we're in this attic of this abandoned building. It had to be like 100 degrees up there. It's an attic, old wooden building, middle of summer. I think it was the beginning of July 2013. Um, yeah, I mean, we're just smoking these shits, these blunts, passing them around, passing them around. A couple of us, well, couple, I mean, probably about 8 or 9 of us, but passing them around, right? And one by one, people are like, once we finish, some people start to leave, and I decided, I'm gonna stay. I stayed with my brother, another person, two, three other people. Started getting really lightheaded. People were high, like this was intense, like for what we thought would looked like rag, but we didn't have any other plugs to go to, so we were like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna take this weed." Yeah, I started getting really lightheaded and nauseous, and stupid thing is, I'm not even drinking water at the time too. I'm drinking free juice on a 100-degree day. Yeah, so I'm drinking juice, just sipping it down. And next thing I know, I'm like so lightheaded, sick as F. Literally get off. We had these dirty ass old couches that we were sitting on. And I get up and I go to the back. I literally just started vomiting. It was terrible. I was so sick. I was vomiting, and that's it. Like that's for that moment. That's all I remember. I literally it was so weak. Um, Vomiting, lightheaded, nauseous, just everything. Headache, spinning. I was just literally just sat down, laying up against the back of this dirty ass old couch. People, everyone, the rest of my friends, brother, everyone's looking at me. Oh, you okay? Blah blah blah. I was not okay. So come again. Come. Let me just kind of summarize this. Later, we'd come to find out that that was literally K2. So if you don't know what K2 is, it's synthetic weed, and some of the blunts, because again we got this off of a plug. We never got it off of before, and they were sketchy as AF. And they were older. They were from the projects. That shit was laced with dust. K2 laced with dust. It wasn't even a weed. It was synthetic weed, and it had dust in it. Y'all don't know what angel dust is? Well, look it up. So, of course, now that's why everybody was high as fuck. And, yeah, now this is why I'm sick. And this was like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So next thing I know, I'm sitting down. I was like, yeah, I'm like literally sweating. I'm so sick. I literally had to lay on the floor. Like, at this point, I'm like, what the fuck do we do? Because we're in this abandoned factory. Everything's going through my head. Can't just call an ambulance. And yeah, I mean, literally laid down there, and I see like people, like my friends and I, like they were coming over, checking on me. Like, everything was kind of like bogging out, and yeah, I mean, I literally next thing I know, I blacked out. I passed out, and there's this opening, like this is an abandoned factory. It's all beat up. There's holes in the walls or in the ceiling. I literally, all I remember. So mind you, I was out from like 12:30, and I think I woke up at 6:30. So it doesn't get dark till like 8:30, almost close to 9 o'clock. I mean, we're middle of the summer. So I was there for hours, and it just felt like minutes. But what literally happened is I'm sitting there. Yeah, someone just literally pulled in behind me. So annoying because it's like sometimes I try to film these videos, and because I'm right now. Sorry, I'm kind of getting off track, but yeah, I'm literally refurbishing because for my business, I'm literally a contractor, literally working in this house. And when I have breaks, I try to film these videos, and there's literally no blinds. It's like empty AF right now, so I'm literally filming these videos, and it's like people are constantly the tenants and stuff are coming in and out. But yeah, back to the story. Yeah, so now I'm literally laying there. What felt like minutes actually was from 12:30 to 6 hours, and it felt like minutes. So I would come to find out but some of my friends, they went to get some water for me from the store, so they had to go get some big like, jugs of water and stuff that they used to sell it. Well, they still do, but they went to the store and picked them up for me, and so they went to go get the water for me, and again, what was hours literally it was like minutes. It felt like minutes. But what was important is I literally thought that I died during that period. I could have. I don't know. I'm literally blacked out in this whole other universe, and I literally look outside, and the most intense light like is coming through, and I think, like I said, I wasn't even lucid at that moment. But what I think that I saw that day was literally God, Jesus, coming through the light, literally bringing me in. It was the brightest light I've ever seen. It was so intense. Like, literally, I'm laying there on the ground at this point because I'm thinking it's helping me. I'm looking out. Huge light just comes and engulfs me. And that is all I remember from that instance. I literally remember nothing else. And after all of that, I woke up, and again, I'm like, what time is it? I'm like kind of disoriented. literally 6:30, and they got me the water. I'm sipping the water. I'm chilling there. I'll tell you what, I was feeling the effects of this K2 dust concoction for 2 to 3 days after that. I was feeling so weird and out of place. It was absolutely intense, and it is something that I will always, again, lessons learned. Never buy off anybody you don't know. Check your weed. 3, I don't even smoke anymore. I've been sober for 2 years. From weed, any other drugs, pills, whatever. And yeah, essentially that's it. Check your weed and don't buy off people you don't know, because this is what happens. And luckily I survived, because I could have died from that. And I literally, to my extent now, with my knowledge, I saw God and I saw Jesus literally coming at me. It was absolutely insane. But that's pretty much it. And sorry, I got interrupted. One of my employees came in, talking about we were doing this bathroom in this house right now, because we're doing the entire apartment, the whole house actually, but this apartment specifically I've been making my videos in. Literally had to discuss. We were restoring this old bathtub. It was literally disgusting. But excuse me for the interruption. Yeah. So essentially, I just gave you some rules of life. Do not smoke weed or do anything from people you don't know, and check your shit. All right, that's it. Simple. But yeah, essentially, it was pretty intense. Literally, it was a near-death experience on my end. I was having a fever. I was going through it, the emotions in that moment. And there's nothing I could have done. It's like we're committing a crime. We're literally breaking and entering into a building, and it's like, weed was, pretty illegal back then too. So, being 17 years old, it's like, oh, I got weed on me. Like, I don't want to get in trouble with the police. So, when you're a teenager, so essentially, yes, you do not want to, didn't want to, get help. So yeah, I'm pretty, grateful and, lucky that things turned out positive on my end. But I will tell you, you definitely got to be careful nowadays, and that was 12 years ago. So things are a lot different now when it comes to drugs and weed in general, but yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all because that was pretty intense. And the lesson learned, as I already mentioned, check your weed and don't buy off no one you don't know. If you have a dispensary in your area, go there. Stop buying street shit. That was stuff we did over a decade ago. You don't need to do that for most areas anymore. I mean, I guess if you live in a red state, yeah, probably guess you have to, but if you're in most states, just go. You got a dispensary, just go there. Don't. My friends and I did stupid shit back then. We lived in the inner city. It was just how things were. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all. I mean, it was a pretty intense part of my life, but I got so many stories, and I just like to kind of put them out there and share them. I mean, where else are they gonna go? As you age, you forget stuff, and one day we're human. We ain't gonna exist forever, so. If you got stories, you feel like you could, make a difference by sharing a message, or you just want to put them out there, y'all could do the same thing. Let's put them out there, right? Pretty crazy, but that's just how it be. But until next time, I gotta go. I got stuff to do. Thought it was just pretty interesting to kind of share that with y'all. I mean, I know, depending on what religion are, what your beliefs are, probably sounds crazy to you, but again, that's what I experienced. That's what I saw. That's what I felt. What I saw that day, I felt like I saw God coming to me and giving me another chance because I was literally overdosing on drugs. But yeah, essentially it was it. But until next time, y'all have a good weekend, and I'll see y'all later.